is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Today, we begin the divisional round with a tremendous matchup. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has us set. And we're underway here in South Philly. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Oh, man, you know he wanted that one. He's going to wind up just short of the goal line, but what a return it was. When he got to midfield, Mike, I thought he was gone. I mean, it won't be a touchdown, but he set his guys up first and goal, and that was a...
Barkley will take it in. Touchdown. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Jim DK. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready? Here we go.
On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Brings up second and 1.
Okay, ready?
From the 42-yard line. Here's second down and a yard.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll stick with him again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Get up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 19 Lions, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Good.
Now give up the middle, and he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second and inches.
70 range, 70 range, liking it.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
I know it's early in this game, and in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
19 sight. 19. Press all 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. John Campbell, first round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
Brings up second and
8. Second down, 8 yards to go.
18. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Got a man over the middle, it's Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, 3 to go.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18.
From the gun, it's Milroe. On the run to the right. That one swung out to Blue. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Ready, go.
They'll try it now with Chubb. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stop him on fourth down. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Room to run at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Jim Ray-DK now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
at their own 26-yard line.
Get it.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. The right side caught by Wiley. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he kept that play alive as looking as his foot, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Well, they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack. Now, if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
On third down, Milroe. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a two-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
70 Lions. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. He'll push forward for about a yard. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 43, here's second and 8.
Come on, come on. Set. 7 Pirates.
Now it's Milrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go.
From the gun on third down, it's Milrow. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds.
At their own 13-yard line.
He'll start on the ground with, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. A second down and 9 to go. Run the draw with Barkley. And knock him down up beyond the 30. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Hurts working in the pistol. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
With the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third down, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And this ball incomplete on third down. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. And he couldn't And that was a checkup. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Bronco switch.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. They'll bring this up to the 22. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Past the 45. And he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. A big run by Chubb. It's a gain of 43 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 50, 50.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Get up. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, right?
Throwing is Milroe. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And that is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate when we sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Ready, set to go now on 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 60 Vikings, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Milroe to throw. This one is caught by Turpin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Set down, Eagles.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big electric.
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's DK. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Hey!
From the pistol, a give to Chubb. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That is Cooper DeGene in there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Vikings, unlock Lion. 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. Ready.
On play action, Milrow. On the move left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Pickens. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. That gains an even 60 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 lock.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
Ready.
Shove. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
From back at the 5, here now third and goal. To the air, it's Milrow. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Barker. Down at the 21. A gain of 1. Here's second and 9. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Third down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. This one is caught by Dotson. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
On play action, Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. We got a glimpse of all of it right here.
And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. On second down, Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down at the 29-yard line.
He'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Flush to his right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down.
Well, he didn't connect for the touchdown. What I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get
in trouble, and down he goes. Now the Eagles use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And he's in. Dotson, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. On the return, here's DK. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. We are back at it for the third quarter. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bronco switch. Ready.
Chubb takes his head up, running left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The 30-yard line. Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9. Now Milrow. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Milrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Formation for the Cowboys.
To return, it's Jackson. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Deron Bland with the tackle.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
They get 18 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
first
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll get forward for about a yard. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
9-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. On play action, here's Hurts. Rolling right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The receiver is Dodson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
180, 180. 73, 73. Hey, 73, 73.
Now Hurts on 4th down. That's caught. This side, it's complete. And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
Jake Elliott on for the
What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
On the return, here's DK. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
70, Buffalo 18.
Now Milrow facing 3rd and long. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Strike. Ready.
They'll indeed go for it with Milrow. Now he'll work his way out right. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. That was no small feat. They go for it on 4th and 9 and still get it by a yard.
That's living a little dangerously here, Mike. On this side of the field, 4th down, there's nowhere to go with the ball. He's able to bail his coach out by making a play with his legs, but man, that was a big gamble. In this case, it paid off. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll throw it with Milrow. Down inside the 10. And he will score! C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Auburn good with the extra point. And the Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit. Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the 4th quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Now a give to Barkley, running right. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his right. First down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Miami, check it out, watch it. No touch.
To throw, Hurts. Moving outside the pocket. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Get it! No!
Running is Chubb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Ready! Like it, ready!
Once again, it's Chubb. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here's a handoff to Chubb, heading left. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
19 Charger!
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop her back behind the line. It's second down.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A pick up there of 19 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Here we go. Alert! Let's go!
Now Chubb. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's second and 1.
60 Vikings. Let's go now.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal, Dallas.
Go!
They go play action now with Milrow. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
Cowboys 21.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. We'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. It is 2nd and 9.
Go Silver, ready? Trimmer.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hurts forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers, Mike, have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, Silver. 73.
Here we go. One final play. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They are moving on as the #1 seed. Victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
Yeah. Huh.